Okay, recording is started. And we are going for the agenda. And at first, I didn't remember that if I told you about how it was on the FISMAT conference. Do you want me to repeat a bit?
Please do.
Okay, so as it was quite far away right now, but the conference was really very interesting and it expressed a lot of interest from the synchrotron community because actually half of the scientists from the synchrotron and Trieste were participating, and actually not all of them, but most of them are having the problems with DOI.
They do. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, so let's say they are not problems, but it's a little difficulty that DOI provides by its nature. So you should request, you should write a lot, you should place the papers, you should care for the actuality of data.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially because in our organization they are buying the predefined amount of DOIs in advance.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, so you need to care about the record by yourself if you are a principal investigator.
Yes. We have the same. We have one division of SciLife Lab is responsible for buying DOIs for all
Yeah,
the papers. So
yeah,
so we do have it, but still you have to buy it.
yes. And there is also a huge problem with versioning, especially in the cases when the principal investigator decided to uh, roll back the version. Yeah, it could
Oh, yeah,
be
yeah.
it could
I can
be
see that.
not even possible. Yeah, and also for the access control, but it's a different problem. So the problematic was accepted pretty well, and also I was invited for the additional discussion after the next session after the presentation.
Hmm.
So the interest, let's say, for such a conference, it
Yeah.
was quite huge.
Was it recorded, your presentation?
No, no. Sadly, it
Ah,
was
too
not
bad.
recorded, but it was. Let me check. It's a good point. Mm, oh, gallery. No, they didn't publish anything, despite they have recorded the plenary sessions. But yeah,
Okay. What
but
was this a plenary session?
yeah, but it was not a plenary session,
Okay, okay.
and it was a lot. There were a lot of rooms
Yeah.
because literally a lot of people. So I guess some, let's say, several hundreds.
Yeah. So
So
fairly large conference.
yeah, it's large, and the campus was pretty very large. Also, it is located in Venice, so there was some, let's say, it is quite old and old-fashioned.
Yeah, yeah, I can imagine.
Yeah, but the expression of interest, I consider it pretty surprising for me because the topic is very special.
And also not very special because it's everyone in science is affected by it. So
Yeah,
it's a very good topic, even though sometimes you feel it's very niche. I don't think it is. I think it's more general than we give it credit for.
well, it is general, but let's say once it doesn't affect your the things you are doing, not so many people are carrying on.
That is true.
Yeah,
But if we make it easy, then people will care more.
yes, yes, for sure, I completely agree. And just I will drop the link to the PID forum. Just afterwards, some weeks ago, it was a counterfeit and piracy watch list by European Commission, mentioning IPFS as explicitly as a piracy technology.
Hmm.
So it was written a post in the PID forum I did, and on IPFS forum also. Eric already commented on it.
Okay.
Yeah.
What what
So
what did they say?
uh, Eric said that, of course, it's obvious that the technology shouldn't be blamed if some human doesn't use it properly.
Yeah.
Yeah, but what was said by Hector, one of the lead developers of IPFS, it was a consultation period and the great pressure from the book publishers.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I address it on the posts Anita Devard, who is involved in the Springer activity.
Okay.
So I don't think she will reply in any case. But if we would be extremely lucky, maybe, who knows? Yeah. So actually, I cannot say that we are fighting the law, but once we are using this technology, it could be, let's say, a loop over us from the authorities caring over the digital ecosystem. And also, that was a really a good opinion by David from Climate because they are using IPFS to publish the datasets.
Mm. Okay.
Yeah, and so they are affected pretty at a huge scale. If the technology would be banned from the universities, they would be facing the re-upload of a lot of huge databases.
Yeah, that would be a huge problem, I think.
Yeah, yeah, exactly that. So actually, it was the only big thing that I had done during this period because also there is a reconstruction on the synchrotron,
Yep.
and I am involved in some critical infrastructure activities, so I couldn't dedicate so much time. But I guess after the end of September, it will be quite easier.
Yeah, same here. It's a lot of things happening from now until end of September. I think 1st October is the last day
Yeah.
um, that I have
Also,
anything
yeah,
really booked. There's
yeah,
a lot of travel as well, so I don't know where I will
yeah.
if I'll be able to join the meetings.
Well, anyhow, I will try to do my best. Also, I will have the vacation too from
Yeah,
25th to 7th of September.
yeah, that's a fairly short vacation.
Yeah, the short vacation, but I will do the last meeting in August.
Oh yeah, I just got to think about something. Um, you
Yeah.
remember when we talked about asking for a grant, I think it was? Um, it was
In
like half
May.
a year ago or something. Uh, if we could supply some developers to actually develop
Yeah.
this into a proper product, and we would, I think, if we had a detailed plan with some way of knowing uh, how much we need to finance, that would actually be. I wouldn't say it's right down that we can do it, but it's at least plausible.
Do you have the average per hour funding stake for a single developer?
Um, Not in my head, but I have it somewhere.
Yes, because it could be really useful because the steps are known. I may just write it down and then estimate how many hours do we need.
Yeah. Uh, that Do you know how many hours we would need from a competent developer?
From the competent developer, well, I should count it. I once did, but I should count again because
Yeah, it's, I mean, if it's like, you don't have to calculate 92 hours or something like that, but if it's 50 or 100, or if it's more
it was about 200.
200, okay.
Yes, it was about
200
200.
hours for one. So
Yes.
200 man hours. That is something I will need to write down because that's a good number to know. Yeah, I think that would be, if we were just paying, uh,
Yeah.
that would be probably uh, 16,000 euros.
Yeah.
But that is if we were employing them as short-term support for just the going rate.
Yeah, and because the project will be completely open source, as
Yeah.
it doesn't as it shouldn't contain any secrets in, let's say, any secrets except the private keys of a singular organizations on the endpoints. They're
No, of course. So that is why we need to have it financed from the outside, because we cannot really um, expect to make anything from this.
yeah.
But then again, we I think it's around 80 euros per hour for our experts. Uh,
Yeah,
and
it's possible.
that is fairly cheap, I would say. It's more or less just to pay for their work. But that is because that is if you are hiring them to give you the results to them. I mean to you. If we are not doing that, but could have it perhaps paid by a project, uh, it would probably be much more convenient for them.
Yeah, I
So
guess at least I guess so.
so, but I asked the head of the developing unit, and they are of course always engaged in a lot of activities, but in principle they were for the proposition.
Hmm. So we can use that estimation to write a proposal and to write the steps.
Yes, I think so.
Yeah, because this is what I really may do during my vacation.
Yeah, and I will ask again now that I know that is 2 hour, what that 200 hours, what that would actually cost for a project,
Yeah.
because that might be a factor too in any direction, because I don't know how they are pricing their services.
Yeah.
So hopefully it will go down.
Yeah, because I know nothing about the funding model there, and honestly, even here.
Well, I do, but it's I am not involved in it, so I have very little insight and know nothing about how it's actually applied. But I do know that we for bioinformatics support. It's 800 Swedish crowns per uh, hour, I think. Is it? I think it
Mm,
is. Uh, and that is roughly 80 euros.
okay, then
It's actually a bit less, but still,
well, we will see. If you would
yes,
ask, yeah, if you would ask, we will see.
I will.
Yeah, just for the information, I would like to say that there is a conference. Uh, it's a PID Fest, the new one.
Oh, dedicated to PIDs.
Yes, yes, PID Fest. I will drop now the link.
Cool. Where is that?
It will be just a sec.
Uh,
Uh,
Leiden in
yes,
Netherlands.
Leiden. And we can use this as the deadline to demonstrate something working, as we agreed already with Sergio.
Yeah. Oh, so it's the next year.
Yes, because at 2025, it's already past the deadline.
Yeah, but it didn't mention. It just says thank you for having joined us at PidFest 2024 in Prague. Why would they thank for the second last? Are you sure there is one this year?
Just a second. I will. Now, honestly, I don't know. No, no, probably on this year, no.
So we are very late for 2024,
Well,
but
for sure. But
yeah, but 2026 in
yeah,
October would that's a long time ahead as well. So we do have time to actually make this work.
yeah, and also, so this is why we have decided to do because, honestly speaking, due to the lot of activities on which I am involved, on which Sergio is involved, because he has a new position, then it's we should have a gap of time.
Yep. Yeah, I think that's great. This will be a very good uh, date and a place to present more or
Yeah,
less distributed PIDs, I would
yeah,
say.
yeah, and also I'm pretty sure that someone from Slava's team would apply.
Okay, that's also good.
Yeah, I don't know about the Desai Labs if they would decide or not. Probably they have enough problems, but
Yeah,
for
I
Slava's
don't
team,
know
yes.
where they are going at all, actually.
Actually, they are supporting the existing infrastructure, which depends, in fact, the monopolistic model.
Okay.
Let's say it's monopolistic on stage.
Hmm.
I know nothing about the exact installation somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, and also because not because of the labs, but because of very strange policy of Google. Because Google started monitoring the users which who carries the Russian passports. For example, to turn on explicitly the monetized content on YouTube, to reduce the amount of possible letters in the mailing lists and Google groups, so on. Probably I would like to move our mailing list to the server that I have, and to then duplicate. So we have two servers and duplicated infrastructure.
Okay.
It's probably by the beginning of the next year, because if Google would decide to switch off completely all the commercial instruments, the instruments they call commercial, for everyone who carries a Russian passport, then will be a problem.
Yes,
Yeah.
I guess that is that yeah, that's kind of weird. Have you been involved with the KGB or FSB?
Hi. Just let's say even now,
Okay.
yeah. So you could imagine. You could
I
imagine
could,
that
yes.
actually it's not an involvement. The only thing I have let's say touched on it was a university, and during making my diploma project as it was for solid fueled missiles,
Yeah.
still I had a part in my diploma project that it was resigned as I put the project. It was published when I defended it. But some years ago, in 2020, in 2022, I guess, it was already again declared classified.
Okay.
Yeah. So, for example, if I would like to make a PhD somewhere, I could not present my diploma project.
Yeah, that's you know what I want to say about the Russian government at the
Oh
moment.
yeah. I could say even worst thing. Yeah. For example, because now I cannot cross the Russian border.
Oh, you cannot go home?
I cannot. Absolutely.
Okay. Yeah, that must be really weird.
Yes. Yes. Just
So
as
in a way you're actually exiled for nothing.
exactly. Because
Wow,
now, yeah, because now
that's harsh.
Russia holds and enforces the law declaring everyone who works for the institution that officially called international, for example,
Yeah.
you are already a crime, and you are a
Okay.
criminal against the state. So it's
Okay.
could
So
lead
it's
you, yeah, to facing a lifetime imprisonment.
yeah, that is actually that it kind of well, I like history and to have seen so many things of science and arts and great philosophers coming out of Russia, and it's just, yeah,
It's like that.
it's 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 really sad for the entire world what has happened.
Yeah, I completely agree. But sadly and honestly, we can do nothing.
No, but yeah, that also highlights why Google's policy is kind of weird because we want people who actually decides to try to fight the system more or less. I mean, go outside to be well received. That is, you can't do that if you suspect everyone to be like an, a state agent. That
Yeah,
doesn't work because there is probably none.
yeah. And for now, they actually involved a lot of the practice they were not existing even in the Soviet era, because now you can find in the Russian bookstores some books, for example, the biography of Piero Pasolini.
Yeah.
Literally, it was now it's becoming famous because it's just a book which a lot of lines just made black.
So it's completely censored.
It's completely censored, and it is censored on the level of publisher. So the publishers actually, instead of doing even something against, they are supporting the policies.
Yes, of course. If it wasn't so sad, it would be kind of funny
Yeah,
because it feels like a joke.
Yeah, but it's not.
It's
And
when
also,
reality
yeah.
sort of when reality goes beyond what is considered a joke, then reality is really fucked up.
Oh yeah.
I don't have any better words. You might need to clean up this recording.
I have already done it.
Yeah, good.
Yeah. So let's say about what we have said right now, it will not have any influence on me because actually it's what everyone knows.
Yeah,
Yeah.
good,
And
good.
yeah, and let's say the more involvement in activities driven by the Russian government than I have right now, probably it will not bring to me.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Make sure that
Yeah.
you
And
stay safe.
I know that the decentralized technologies are now under huge pressure in Russia.
Okay, so they won't have time to hunt people down.
Yeah, they actually they this is what they want to do. And because I heard some insights for about this. This is what I'm pretty sure that they want to do, but they really don't have enough resources to do.
Yeah. In a way,
And
that's good.
yeah, and for example, the people who are doing the IT stuff for the family and the friends, now they are particularly safe. How it will be in not so far future, I mean, in 1 year, no one knows.
No, that is also a problem.
Yeah. But if what we could say about country that started dismantling its network of a mobile internet due to some imaginary threats.
Yes, that is almost always where it ends up. If you have zero tolerance for any type of dissidents, then you will have to dismantle everything.
Yeah, and this is actually I may say that some philosophers and ideologists in Russia exactly are suggesting this.
Are they suggesting that that would be a good idea?
They suggested that we should start from scratch and eliminate all the technologies came from the westernized world, literally, and start from
Okay.
scratch from the level of 15th century.
Yeah.
So yes, they do. I don't see any possibility even to try to do that because Russia is not a Cambodia.
No. And I
Yeah,
mean,
but
you do have like vehicles with engines.
exactly.
You would have to go back to horses.
Well, in 1979, when the Vietnamese army conquered Cambodia's capitals,
Yeah.
they just discovered that most of the letters in that country at the point were delivered using just the agents coming by walking or by the bicycles, stolen from the former American and again Vietnamese farmers.
Mm.
So anyhow, it is possible for the country that has had um, 8 millions of people. For 140 millions, it's not so possible.
Yeah, you would have to work a while with both dismantling like uh, sort of centralized structure, and you would also have to try to lower the population.
About this, it's a main, let's say, main counterweighting factor because they want to increase it, and so
Yeah,
you could
that would increase the flow of information, and that is something that they don't want.
this is what, yeah, but this is what, let's say, we can use to imagine how crazy it is.
Yes, you have ideas that are in the same person, but they are completely opposite, and they
Yeah,
can have it at the same time. That
yeah,
is that is kind of scary.
yeah. And this is why somehow when I am asked, I am a bit skeptical about, let's say,
Yes.
about the perspectives. And
Yeah.
I would like to say that decentralized technologies may solve some problems.
Okay.
Yeah, just let's say if you have a more or less blocked mobile internet like we have now in Turkmenia,
Yeah.
some people are using technologies like a leap peer-to-peer to communicate with each other.
Okay. Yes.
Yes, and also the solutions like mesh tastic.
True.
Yeah, but let's say from the point of view of the state, it's illegal, of course. But there are still
Of course.
there are some modes to hide it. So now,
So
yeah,
so in a way, they are arriving at a point where it's easier to tell what is legal than what's not.
mm, yeah, and because, for example, now due to the to dismantling a part of the mobile internet network, they are doing the let's say trying to implement some kind of a whitelists for the websites and for especially for the messaging solutions.
Okay. So they are basically arriving at that
Yeah,
where everything is forbidden except these things.
yes, that's like exactly like in Turkmenia it was for years.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But that is such a small country.
Yeah, and a country with let's say less than if I guess less than 20 millions of people.
That's more than I thought.
So, well, it's even less than it's around 10.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought it was at the size of Sweden.
Yeah, so the estimation is from 8, almost 8 to 12.
Well, I'm looking at the uh, Turkmenia, and there seems to be 7 million people living according to the 2022 census.
I saw on Russian Wikipedia, which is let's say the estimation is about 8 million, so it's almost the
Okay.
same.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
So that is by both accounts actually a pretty small country.
yeah, yeah, this is what gives me a bit of hope about that.
Yes.
And now, yeah,
What
now,
what what is
sorry.
I have a weird question, and that is what is I mean, something obviously happened that makes the people in Russia, or is it mainly in Moscow that people are not opposing the government?
I
Because it to any outsider, it looks like your Russians are being oppressed. They are being like this is the dictatorship of a really, really bad kind, and no one is doing anything about it.
I may tell you why. As
Yeah.
Russian, yeah, it's not Moscow. Moscow, Moscow is, let's say, a rampart of a kind quiet opposition.
Okay.
And this is why some, let's say, of such their ideologies are hating Moscow. And the factor that made Russians acting like that is money. Looking back to 2022, I may tell that European countries, seeing that the war started, paid to Russia around 600 billions euro for just buying in advance oil, gas, and that's a very special kind of Russian export that is not sanctioned at all, fertilizers.
Ah, yeah,
So there are a lot of money, and it's a really scary thing when the man, especially the young man, contracts himself for the army and goes for the war in Ukraine. He will he will obtain around 20,000 euro per month,
okay,
despite the huge amount of corruption and corrupted people in army. So
yeah,
he could be easily killed even
yeah,
by
yes, I,
his own commander. But in such a case, his family will obtain like 70,000 euro
yeah,
on, let's say, just in one time.
yeah. I wonder what would have happened if that money was put to use in building infrastructure, factories, and hospitals instead.
We would never know.
No, of course not. But that is, I think, what would have happened if Russia decided to go for the trade route instead.
Mm, Honestly speaking, I don't see any, let's say, huge hope here because the amount
Not
of
now,
corrupt.
but in the 80s, when I was raised, we looked at Gorbachev and thought that, well, Russia is coming along.
Ah, um, as the man who raised during the 90s, I could
Yeah.
say that at that time, what was really done, it was done as an attempt to redistribute the money from the state for some, let's say, some businesses to, at first, to hold back the export and to provide some new infrastructure to produce something.
So why hold back the export?
Because it was just, let's say, a huge amount of money that came to directly to the Communist Party.
Oh, okay. So you needed to n not actually hold the export, but to make sure the export, the revenue from the export went
Yeah,
into the public.
yeah. And what happened just afterwards in the by the end of 90s? I could say that. Did you hear that really famous word nomenclature?
Maybe?
Because it still exists. It's the dozens and dozens of clans, mostly the families, which
Yeah.
were controlling the, let's say, the biggest factories, the politically defined regions, sub-regions, and also the um, law enforcement authorities in Russia. They were
Oh,
all
okay.
originating from the Communist Party. But once the process was started by Gorbachev, then these people started gathering all the wealth.
Hmm.
So most of the people who are now considered as Russian businessmen are came from this stratum.
Okay, so they basically just uh, made money their tool
Yeah,
of power in instead of whatever it was before.
yes.
So it's nothing actually changed.
And then afterwards, FSB came.
Yep.
So now, for example, no Russian businessman who even has their operations abroad could not be called as literally the not politically involved person. Because
Mm,
if you will call him like that, then you will really fastly you will see that all his wealth is actually controlled.
yep, I can imagine.
Yeah, and about speaking about this, I would like also to confirm that a lot of even Russian speaking bloggers on YouTube, especially the political bloggers, are actually speaking not what about they are thinking about.
Okay.
So it's quite the situation is from one side it's quite weird, and from the second side it's quite scary.
Well put. That is how it feels from
Yeah,
Sweden.
I would see that some because I have a lot of acquaintances, Russian-speaking acquaintances here, even on the Secret. I would say that most of the people are still afraid, and they are right in their fears.
Yeah, that is the sad part, that it actually is dangerous.
Yeah. So having no opportunity to cross the border, I would say that I see literally for now, from a political point of view, no hope.
No, there's yeah, and some people have even tried to break free and do something else, and in the long run, it seems like they are being punished for doing
Yes,
that as well.
yes, almost all of them. Let's say the most known case is Alexei Navalny.
Yeah, or Ukraine.
Well, for Ukraine, the case actually I don't want to speak about this in this open space.
No,
Yeah, and but the case is quite scary, really scary.
yes, and it's, I mean, to us in Sweden who are not I don't speak Russian, I don't speak Ukrainian, I don't I cannot actually see firsthand um, witnesses because there's translation somewhere. But it seems to me at least that every bit of money gained from the past 30 years of actually trying to trade with Russia is being put into punishing all the countries and people that have tried to go their own way.
You're right. And
And that is really horrible.
yeah, and just to illustrate this, in 2021, if I remember 2021, Russia spent around 7 billions of euro to buy from Switzerland and Germany the uh, let's say the special equipment, tactical batons, shockers, tasers, and let's say tactical torches and the
Yeah.
cameras. They were all used to actually to counterweighting the people in prisons. And afterwards, the campaign was started to contract a lot of former prisoners to the war.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
So now it was an official proposal, so I may speak about it. One of the deputies of the Russian parliament literally proposed that we should free and flee from the legal punishment some people who killed the other people and encounter change to let them contract themselves as soldiers
Mm,
automatically.
yes, of course.
Yeah.
When you're running out of good people and incompetent people, you have to go for the bad people.
Oh, yeah. So they are masterful in using that.
Yeah, 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 I can imagine. And well, it's not like I mean, you've probably seen prisons in Sweden and Norway.
Oh yeah.
They are actually not called prisons. They are we call it prisoner care, more or less. It I don't think the English word there is an English word,
Well, I can
but it
understand.
is like we call it, yeah, like prisoner care. I think is a direct translation of the entire system of having jails and prisons. So its main purpose is to get people who have done bad stuff and that are sort of prone to doing it again to be educated and to get to calm down so that they can once again be a productive uh, person in society. And to do that, you don't punish. You just keep them separate from the real society until they are ready to go out again. And that means that people who are recurring criminals are very, very few in Sweden and Norway. It's also very expensive, but we care about the population. And this is just a stereotype, but I imagine that a Russian prison isn't like that.
Well, if I would just let's say, so it's
Yeah.
the place on which the state allows itself to apply any kind of violence to the people.
Okay, that is actually dystopian horror in where
Yeah,
I come from.
yeah. And there is a
That
place
is
that, yeah.
well, it's hard to believe actually.
Oh yeah, I could say. But let's say the main point that I could highlight for now, as we are talking about it, is that the selection system and the hiring system for the places like that and organizations like Russian legal authorities, they are especially tuned up for selecting the people that acquiring the pleasure for doing the violence against the others, especially for the people that cannot protect themselves.
That is okay. Yeah.
And there are, I may say more, there are the special programs that can, they are trying to select such people.
For extra needed care, I hope, so that we could be used when it was peace.
Yeah. Well, 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 whether they in Sweden or in any European country, I could say, the army is for doing the safety things and the defense things. In Russia, it was actually trained for the last 20 years, I could say, for doing a Cold War.
Yeah, yes.
So let's say it's just a personal opinion, but in my estimation, the next point for a clash is Finland.
Yeah, I think they know that though.
Yeah, so it's quite obvious. It's the strongest part that should be broken at the single strike.
It's also what's written in, yeah, a book that is heavily used as a playbook.
Well, then
You
you
know the
know,
philosopher, I guess.
yeah, then you know what I'm speaking about.
Yes, I do.
So, and yeah, about this, I can only say that we all should prepare.
Yes, we are. The it's
Yeah, and once I was starting with this project, because it was started in 2023. The war between Russia and Ukraine has already started.
yes.
So I was counting that it could solve some problems that are really exposes a danger for Europe.
Yeah, yeah, that is true. That is true. So,
Yeah,
but
just let's
it
say,
will make so many problems for the Russian people, though.
well, for now, just let's say, speaking honestly, it's enough problems, but Of course, they are not enough from the point of view of Ukrainians.
Yeah,
Yeah,
sure.
but the people who are having now the problems in crossing the border, in moving somewhere, in finding a job, it's let's say it's just for very small amount of people. They are not the beneficiaries of the war. Most of the people who are considering themselves poor, and who are considering themselves, let's say, totally dependent from the state, actually they are beneficiaries of this war because Russia used a lot of, again, they used a lot of money.
Yeah.
Just to switch back to the topic because we are now have only half an hour and Francis and Sergio are not seeming available.
No, it seems like they have either missed the time or
Maybe some one of them will continue or to connect in the future.
yeah.
But just to
But if they are like 1 hour off, maybe we should wait until after 6 at least.
yes, yes, it's a good point. And I just to tell you that there is a CSV conference on which Sergio is not available to go from Argentina to Bologna, so I will substitute him
Okay, okay,
for
I
that
see.
conference.
Yeah,
I was hoping that
that he would
he will
come.
be available and tell this by himself, but so instead of this, I am telling this to
Yeah,
you.
I can imagine. It's a long trip.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So
Where
uh,
exactly is Bologna located?
it's a center of Italy.
It's at the center
Yes, it's a center of Italy. From me, it's 5 hours away. So am I
by car,
by train.
by
I'm
train. Okay.
I'm on far east of Italy. So Bologna is in the center, so it's
Yeah,
quite
okay. So
to the
so you go to Rome and
southwest.
then
To
oh,
Venice, to Venice, and to
yeah,
Venice it is
first to
two.
Venice, and then do you go past Rome or do you?
No. It's directly direct train to Bologna from Venice.
Okay, okay. So it's yeah, Rome is more to the south, isn't it?
Ah, yes, of far away from the south to the south from
Yeah,
Bologna.
yeah. I just I don't have a map in front of me. I try to remember what Italy looks like.
Yeah, just
Well, it looks like a boot, but it's where you actually go when you go from the northeast, and yeah,
yeah. So it's like let's say quite possible for me. So on 10th of September, probably I will spend the night in the train.
yeah,
I will go to Bologna and uh, I will have a presentation. And I guess because I'm writing now to Sergio.
yeah. I will try to be more available. I will be more available now that my father is coming home. So if you need some more images or uh, maybe the AI generated images were good enough. If
For
you want
his
something
macro,
special that illustrates like a process that is hard to illustrate, then I perhaps can be of service.
yes, I think we'll be in need of you or for the next meeting to
Yeah.
prepare some slides for a presentation because obviously I will not have the time. I have now again the huge
Okay.
project.
Do you have like something to work from?
For now,
Perhaps a link?
no. I hope I will write to Sergio and I will ask him to maybe to prepare something, maybe to orient me a bit more.
Yeah. And if he wants something added that I can be of help with, then please don't hesitate to
Of
contact me
course,
on
of
Mattermost
course, of
or
course, of
by
course.
by mail.
Yeah.
Both are fine.
By Mattermost, of course, because now it seems the most reliable, most not let's say most accessible, but the most reliable channel.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Perhaps it is.
Yeah, because at least my provider, they are working quite well.
Yeah. Yeah, I've had no problems with Mattermost.
Happy to see, because perhaps in the future I would move my some of my old communications to Mattermost when the Russian authorities will try to block up WhatsApp.
Yeah, yeah. And as you said, it's probably when, not if.
Yeah, for sure. For me, it's when, because
Yeah.
they have now introduced the, let's say, state-controlled messenger, on which if you have installed it, it tries to use some jailbreak and to update the firmware of your device.
Yeah, that's almost stupid.
But let's say once they do, for example, if you are installing it on a Samsung device, your device would be infected forever.
Yes.
For iPhone, I hope that is not the same, but from the other side, I have no hope that they didn't have a jailbreak, because Apple started removing from App Store some VPN processors in Russia.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, it's a tricky world. There are, even if no one has access to them yet, there are a lot of microphones around us.
Oh yeah, and I'm pretty sure that now I have some kind of speech recognition down by my own phone.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, but so in some hours I would like to see the suggestions from Amazon.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, it exists, and it's really a tricky world. Yeah, so for now there are only three points on the agenda. So I told you about the CSV conference. I
Yes.
told you about the development planning and the prototype road mapping for the next year, and the PID Fest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have
So
made some notes about that.
I will do for sure. I will do AI notes on my local workstation at home.
Yeah.
So because I know I am using isolated model.
Yeah, that is a good idea.
Yeah, and
Uh,
also
could you
yeah.
perhaps post them in some way, shape, or form on Mattermost?
Yes, I will share it using the link on IPFS, and then share it via Mattermost.
Yeah, good.
Yeah.
That is excellent.
Yeah, so because obviously, well, I would like to see if it would be somehow affecting you if I would publish this the recording with some remarks cut away on YouTube. Will it involve you?
I would assume it wouldn't affect me, but
Okay, then
do you think it would?
yeah, because most of the things I told to you, they are not they're obviously published openly.
Yes.
So then it will not affect me legally in any case.
Yeah, and I only know stuff from the news, so
Yeah, also me.
it's not very controversial.
Yeah, also for me. So the only thing I will not do it, I will not publish it on LinkedIn.
No,
Yeah,
no.
because
Why would you?
before I most of well, all of the recordings I had published on LinkedIn.
Oh, okay. I
Yeah,
didn't know
because
that.
it's pretty easy to reach the people like Eric and Benkyo, who
Ah,
will
yeah,
not
yeah, yeah, sure.
yeah who will not see the subscription links on YouTube. But for this video, obviously, I will not do that.
No.
Yeah, and of course, I will try, because this video is quite it seems valuable for my friends who is speaking Russian, Polish, and Belarusian.
Yeah,
So I will try to involve the auto dubbing function on YouTube.
yeah.
to translate it into Russian.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah. Okay, so it seems that neither Francis nor Sergio are not available.
No, it seems so.
Yeah. So let me see. No, Sergio was not available. And Francis too. So I will write to Francis a mail regarding if he would like to speak with me and Sergio to dedicate this the meeting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Uh, let me,
Well,
I'm gonna put down, this is a link for you. Uh, let me see here. Oh, it's so far away. Uh, let's see if this, yeah, that was, okay. Yeah, we actually have several. I'm gonna, uh, bear with me. I'm searching, and
no,
the
no,
website
no. It's
is not
absolutely no problem.
very.
You may take your time because we have still 20 minutes.
Okay, that is good. I think I actually found these. Let's see if you can. Uh, can you get these in English, please? Yes. Okay. So just to let you know, if you are looking for,
Thank you.
uh, why is this? There it is. So these are 2/3 positions uh, at Uppsala University.
For one of them, I could say that for this,
That is the other one.
yeah, the AI expert, I was already sent an application using the Stepstone.
Uh, for the first one I posted.
For the first part of the first one, it was indicated, it is now deleted, but it was indicated as expert in AI ML at NBs, but only the single position.
Okay, because this is actually me hiring. So then I should see your name in that.
Well, I don't know because I was literally immediately rejected by the automated system.
Ah, okay.
Maybe you will not see it, but
Maybe.
thank you very much for sharing this because I will obtain my permesso di soggiorno very soon,
Yeah.
and then I would be able even to travel to do an application, and for especially I am interested in doing a PhD.
Okay.
Yes, so
So
yeah, I could do, and just a bit in
yeah,
advance.
I don't see your name here.
Yeah. So for now, I think we have nothing more to discuss. I will proceed as fast as I can.
Yeah, I think we have discussed a lot.
Yeah, and just let's say once I have your permission to publish on YouTube, I will do that.
Yes. Do you need it in writing?
No, 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 absolutely not. It's
Okay. Then you have.
yeah. So the green light we have.
Yes.
Thank you very much. Thank you
Yeah,
very
no
much for
problem.
coming.
Yeah, and this project is now I feel that we have sort of the momentum to actually make stuff happening.
Yeah, and we also made some noise, as Sergio said.
Yeah. That's
Quite
that's really good.
successful. Yeah.
Yeah. So thank you for telling me all of this.
Thanks to you for listening, and I will do now the planning for the next meeting on 26.
Excellent.
Thank you very much,
Yep. Thank
and
you.
see you in 2 weeks.
See you in 2 weeks.
Bye.
Bye.